What's up, everybody? It's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, and today is a Friday, a Famicom Friday, right here on my channel, Happy Beard Games. We play a Japanese region video game each week on a Friday, and with today's video game, it's a Super Famicom Friday with the game Kiki Kaikai, also known as Pocky and Rocky.
Famicom Friday,
Episode 69, Kiki Kaikai, Nazo no Kuro Manto.
Famicom Friday.
33種類のキャラクター、結構陽気です。近日発売、ファミコンディスク。キキカイカイと仲間たち、台頭。
Pocky and Rocky, or Kiki Kaikai as it's known in Japan, started out in arcades in the 80s in Japan. There's also a release on the Famicom, and then the Super Famicom version. There's a later release on the Game Boy Advance as well. And then I do want to point out this is my most expensive loose cart for the Super Famicom in my collection. I have maybe 60 different Super Famicom games, not counting Super Nintendo games, and this one is by far the most expensive one. I picked it up very recently too, so this is my first time playing this game. However, I will say that if you want to buy this game and you want it in a much more affordable version, because a lot of the series is quite expensive, you can get it on the Nintendo Switch in Pocky and Rocky Reshrined, which is I only paid like 12 bucks for this on Amazon new. And Pocky and Rocky Reshrined is pretty much the exact same game, but with a little bit more stuff in it. One more fun fact about the game series Pocky and Rocky, or Kiki Kaikai, is that in North America, the game's title is the characters of the game. So if you're wondering what Pocky and Rocky is, it is the name of the characters. Pocky is the girl and Rocky is the Tanuki raccoon. And also in the Japanese version, they have different names, which is maybe why it's called Kiki Kaikai, but the characters aren't named Kiki Kaikai. The characters are actually named Sayo-chan. Manuke is the raccoon dog slash Tanuki. Okay, so I can't choose to be either. What? Yeah, oh, I can. Okay. I could be Rocky if I wanted to. I'll be Rocky. Okay. And you have the two-player option from the beginning because this game is almost intended for just two-player co-op. It's really cool. Now, this is probably going to be in Japanese. Now, this game is really heavily based on Japanese folklore and mythology. So you're going to see things like kappas and yokai and different Japanese demons and stuff from history. Mythology and stuff like that, and just Japanese, probably Shinto culture. And then yeah, so you're a shrine maiden, and I don't know what's going on exactly because yeah, I wonder if my Google Translate can pick up the way the text is almost like hand stylized. I don't remember this being in the Reshrined version for the Switch either, but I'll leave it in here for you guys to watch. I might be able to translate some of it, but I'd have to do it in post. Rocky looks like more of a... like he's trying to warn Pocky about what's going on, or Sayo-chan, instead of Pocky. I'll probably just use Pocky and Rocky because that's what I remember from, like, I didn't really play this when I was a kid or anything, but I do remember in Nintendo Power as Pocky and Rocky, and I do remember when Pocky and Rocky with Becky came out, which is a Game Boy Advance sequel. I think it's the same kind of style too. I guess Becky's like another character in that one. But how does that work? I guess you could link cable maybe if you're doing two-player. Like, how does that work? We've got our level world map. Alright, so I am Rocky, aka Manuke. I've got throwing leaves. B button is tail whip for a close attack, but he turns around when he does that, kind of. Turns the opposite direction. A button is, so Y is like auto fire. A is like just single shot, and then you got dive once again. And I think I just used my special attack, which I had limited use of, so wasted that. We'll be alright. So once again, this is a scrolling shooter. It's not necessarily like a vertical shooter. You're kind of like going on whatever path you want to walk on, kind of like Legend of Zelda. But it's not like your typical like adventure game. It's more arcadey and more like a shoot 'em up almost. Which is pretty cool to have, like, whoa. Pretty cool to have like this kind of gameplay at home. I mean, putting yourself in the shoes of someone in 1992 or whenever this game came out in Japan, this is pretty cool to have this in your home with full co-op support. Oh my gosh, these ghosts are scary. First time I played this, technically I've played it on the Switch. It is the same map, and I think the same kind of layout, and it's the same game. It might look a little bit different on the Switch. They might have remastered it some more. I can't really remember, but it looks basically the same, more or less. I got hit once. Oh no, I got hit twice. So there's a lot of yokai, or like Japanese mythology-inspired monsters, like these umbrella demons, or yokai, and then, yeah, it's really cool. It's a perfect fit for Famicom Friday. Although this did get a North American release, so it's not like I'm playing exclusive. Oh, I died. Oh, I'm back. That's cool. It does the thing where, like, if you drop back in, you kill the enemies on screen. I remember this thing. What are these guys called? There's a name for these guys. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go up here. I keep forgetting I can, like, dodge. What is the dodge button? No, it's X. If I really need to go, I just... So I'm using Y for auto fire, and X is right next to it up at the tippy top of the control pad. So if I do have to dodge, I'm going to try using the X button, because it's right next to where my thumb is currently pressed the whole time. Okay, that candle, or whatever, light, chandelier? What are these things called? Like, pagodas? I have no idea what I'm trying to say. But it came to life, and that scared me a little bit. Maybe I'm just creeped out because this is just reminding me of Fatal Frame. Like, loosely. I mean, I'm sure it's cartoony, but... yeah. The mythology and the monsters are reminding me of Fatal Frame. Wow, slow down. I don't think that was on the Switch version, the slowdown. I'd assume not. But yeah, this is fun. If you like, Mystical Ninja, you'll probably like this one. It's different than Mystical Ninja, because Mystical Ninja is like a beat-em-up / platformer, whereas this one is a shooter. But it has some similar elements to it in terms of visual style, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that said that this game's similar to Mystical Ninja, or the Goemon series, especially the Super Nintendo one. Oh, here's the first boss. Whoa. Oh, I've got a time limit too. Try using my special attack. I knew what it was. R button? L and R. L or R. Dodge. Whoa. The dodge is really good for the bosses, it seems like. Turn into a boulder roll, like from Indiana Jones. I think we got him. Wait. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's keep shooting him. That shell, do I pick it up? I don't know if it's gonna hurt me or pick it up. It doesn't do anything. Here, we beat the level. Sweet. It's further than I made it on the Switch version. For whatever reason, the easy setting on this version is easier than whatever the setting was I was playing on the Switch version. Because I'm pretty sure when I played it on the Switch, I wasn't able to beat it. And this one only died once, so that's not too bad. I thought this one was going to be harder because it's just older. Usually the further back you go with arcade games, they just get harder and harder, but especially like NES and Super Nintendo. NES is even harder usually, in general, than Super Nintendo stuff, but I don't know, it's like... I thought the Switch version would be a little easier, but that one was giving me a hard time. It's been a while since I played that too, so it's not like I got experience from the Switch one and then carried it over to this one. It's just, this is completely new to me. For the most part. Like, it kind of looks like a Goomba, but with hands. Yeah, the text goes by really fast, so I probably won't translate it on this video, but I might do a little bit of translating. Now, keep in mind, I don't have the box or the manual for this one. This is an expensive game once again, so this time we don't have the box or manual, and it is Super Famicom. Whereas, oh, I can't grab that. That's stupid. That sucks. They'll give me a shield. Monkeys! I was gonna say, like, usually we're doing like Sega Saturn or like something that has a manual with it that I can translate in addition, but the translate time today, or this week on Famicom Friday, we're probably just going to maybe translate some of the game on those cutscenes, but maybe not all of it. It's like, it's auto-scrolling really quickly. Whoa! What's that snake thing? It's not a snake, it's like a long-necked woman. Bunch of monkeys going nuts. Some of these sound effects, I mean, I know it's an arcade, basically a remake of Kiki Kaikai in the arcade, but some of the sound effects in this sound a lot like Pac-Man. If I do die on this game, like to the point where it's a full game over, I do want to choose the other character for you so we can show you that. I'm pretty sure they're like equal, but just their moves and animations are different. I could be wrong about that. Actually, I could be wrong about that because when I was playing on the Switch, I was playing as the girl, Saya, and gosh. And then I wasn't playing as this guy, so those neck things are crazy. Tengu flying around there, is that what those are? Cyclops. Oh. Oh. And yeah, it seems easier so far. Not necessarily easy, but easier. So maybe it's the characters that makes it easier. Maybe it's the characters. Maybe it's the port, the version of the game. It just has, because it does have an easy setting that I'm on, but it's also yeah, I mean, it's on easy, but it's like, it seems like what it was on the Switch, it was on easy too. So. I wonder if this is one of those games where it gets harder when you play with two players, or if difficulty stays the same. There's some video games out there that like, they amp up the difficulty depending on how many players you have with you. I think it's mainly like dungeon crawling RPGs that do that, but this one's kind of like that. Oh! Just scroll away from these guys? I guess I can. Now, one thing I wanted to say about this game... Oh my gosh, that's a weird bamboo guy. That's not what I want to say, but I want to ask the question to anyone that may have played this game back in the day. Why is this game so expensive? And I don't know why I bought it. I think I had a lot of in-store credit. That's what I bought it with at my work. Because not only can I get a work employee discount and dibs on like games that get traded in, I can also use my store credit just like anyone else. I believe I traded in some Pocky walkers that I had that I no longer need. Pokemon stuff is crazy expensive. Try that. Boom! Whoa, that was a big boom. Just dropping stuff. Oh, they dropped really fast. Or they faded away really fast. Ooh, that's cool. I got like triple shot. This is awesome. It's like Contra. Like spread shot. I got split path. Split path has kind of reminded me of was that Light Force? Was that game the sequel to Gradius? Where you like split up? Oh my gosh! Oh, I kind of sneak around him. I didn't expect him to like run backwards like that. Oh no! I went to Tanuki Heaven and I got a game over. And that brings us to our Japanese phrase of the week. In past videos, we've done phrases of the week or words of the week, trying to find out more about the Japanese language and culture. In today's video, and I feel like I've done this one before, but I'm not sure because I might be getting mixed up with a different video where we talked about the Japanese word for Wolverine from our X-Men video. On this video, our word of the week, or I guess subject of the week, is Tanuki. Now, Tanuki is something that you might be familiar with if you played Super Mario Bros. 3 or any of the later Super Mario Bros. Games that reuse the Tanuki suit. But what is a Tanuki? Is Tanuki a real thing? Is it a raccoon? Is it a dog? Is it a bear? Is it a panda? What is Tanuki? Well, as we saw in today's video game, Pocky and Rocky, we found out that the character Rocky is a Tanuki. The Japanese raccoon dog, or Tanuki, is an animal that lives in Japan and has a significant role in folklore and mythology and religion and history since the ancient times. In folklore, Tanuki are known to be mischievous and jolly, masters of disguise and shape-shifting, but can be somewhat gullible and absent-minded. The animals have also been common in Japanese artwork and statues. As you might have seen in the game Super Mario Bros. 3, where Mario himself can get the Tanuki suit, which is very similar to the raccoon suit, but with the ability to transform into a statue. Aside from being a piece of Japanese pop culture and folklore, the Tanuki has been featured in many video games, most notably Super Mario Bros. 3, as well as Animal Crossing, Tom Nook, Tanuki, and our game today, Kiki Kaikai, aka Pocky and Rocky, with Rocky being the Tanuki. Alright everybody, that's it. I'm assuming this is continue. Oh sweet, I can choose a different character in the middle. That makes it so much easier now. I don't have to restart and show you the same stuff over and over. Of course, I think I'm starting over from the start of this level with the monkeys, yeah. But now I've got extra lives, so I can make it, I think it's stuck up there once again. But that's okay, we're not entirely the beginning of the game, which is cool. This way I know what's coming up. Kind of dodge those neck things, they don't really die that fast. Oh, I'm hitting the tree. Like, what am I hitting? What am I stuck on? It's the tree. Come on, Kevin, it's the tree. Yeah, so now I'm gonna check out Pocky, aka Saya. Saya was the name of the pink, Super Sentai Gingamon, character. Which is a Super Sentai, series that I was watching recently, and I actually completed watching the entire series. It's really a good one, Gingamon. It's definitely one of the ones worth watching from what I've seen. Actually, they're all kind of worth watching. And then immediately after I finished watching the 50 episode long series of that specific Super Sentai series, I tried to watch the Power Rangers adaptation of it, and it was very hard to watch. Not because Power Rangers is more cringy than Super Sentai necessarily, and it kind of is, aimed a little bit at like a younger audience, I would say, a little bit. A little bit harder to get into now. But it wasn't necessarily that, it was the fact that they repurposed the footage from the Super Sentai show, and it was like I knew what episodes they were specifically from. All the like the bad guy costumes and the giant fights and all the anything pretty much. Besides the North American actors. But it was just weird seeing it all like redone. So I'm going through Zyuranger right now, which is the adaptation of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and that's hard to watch at the same time. But in reverse way, because it's like I know the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show, but I don't know Zyuranger, and I gotta use that. And yeah, once again, it's like what I saw, but in another case of Gingamon, I saw Gingamon first, and then I saw, I think it's something in space or Lost Galaxy or something like that. I forget exactly which Power Rangers series it was, but it's something where they're in space, and it's way different setting than Gingamon, but they use the same clips from Gingamon, because Gingamon is all about like people that live in the or in the forest, and they like protect the earth. And whereas the Power Rangers adaptation of it, I know I'm way off topic here, but the Power Rangers version of it is they're all in outer space. They don't go to outer space in Gingamon. I mean, the bad guys are kind of from like another planet, or maybe another dimension, but they're not. They're not like in spaceships, and it's not like sci-fi. Oh no! I fell in the water! I didn't think I could even fall into the water. Oh my, no way. It's way, I feel like it was way easier with Rocky. They're probably the same. They're probably about the same. I died at the exact same spot. Let's give it one more shot, and let's switch back to the Tanuki. I feel like this game would be a lot of fun on co-op in the near future, or the near future. I do plan to do more co-op videos like this, but with 2 players, just like in the past. But I can grab it this time. But it'll just have to be a little bit further off. There's going to be a change of, not necessarily where I live, but where my friend lives that is doing the co-op videos with me. So once he moves out of his current place, it'll be easier for us to do more 2-player videos, and this will probably be one that we'll definitely play, because this one is, it looks like a really great co-op game. Like, the co-op is just like the same thing as this, but with 2 people. You double the damage, I would say. So this first giant, I feel like, oh, what the heck? I feel like he wasn't. I feel like this one is easier than the other one. The other one is where I keep dying. This guy's fine. Got it. Maybe I'm just very close to getting on the other one. It didn't help that I fell in the water. I couldn't tell. I think the water just did damage and then brought me back. I don't think it took away a whole life, but it might have. I'd have to check that on instant replay, but on in post. What you guys can do, but I can't do. Although technically, I've got an adapter for Super Nintendo that allows you to do save states and allows you to do rewinds on the actual Super Nintendo carts, which is pretty cool. That's another thing I picked up at my work, Super Smash Games in Olympia, Washington, and that thing's really cool too. I just haven't used it. I actually picked it up mainly for recording Let's Plays and reviews, but oh yeah, I think their special attacks are different. Oh, I attacked him and he wasn't ready to fight yet, so I wasted that whole thing. Yeah, their attacks are different. Pocky's and Rocky's attacks their special attack with the L or R button are very different. I think Pocky's is like, she shoots straight forward. Okay, I picked up some food. The food heals me, gives me no more hearts. The other things gave me more shots, and then we got a shield on us. Okay, so I haven't really been paying too much attention on the power-ups, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Then if you get hit, of course, you start to lose your stuff. Or maybe just over time, because now I have fire shots instead of leaves. Maybe I do a little more damage now? Dodge that. So, oh, that's why he's hard. You can't really get up next to him. If I were to dodge the other way, I would fall in the water. If I try to go that way, it rams into me. Oh, I almost hit the X button in the wrong spot. Oh, there's just food. Grab that food, yeah. Oh no. So he kind of starts shooting his flame. Oh, he does start shooting his flame wherever you're at. See, okay, I'm gonna pause for a sec. I was here with the other character, and I was dead. All my lives were gone. This time, I don't know if I'm better with this character or not, but, or if he's a better character in general. But, this is kind of tricky because they're all diagonal. These are the Kappas, Japanese, river demons. Or yokai or whatever, I don't know. Whoa, get off me. Oh my gosh, they jump on my back. But I was gonna say, yeah. Like, it seems like I just last longer with this guy. I don't know why. Maybe I'll try him if it's possible on the Switch version. Because, yeah, I don't remember being able to play as him on single player with him. But then again, I haven't played in a while. I'm gonna check it out fully. Okay, cool. Crabs floating in on bubbles. Can I go on that? Oh gosh, there's a bomb guy. Bomb Kappa. Looks like a Kremling from like Donkey Kong Country a little bit. Gosh. In the way, the bombs. This is hard. This would be a lot easier with the second player. Brian, we need you. People of Earth. Gosh. That bomb, the bomb guys just get me. It kind of reminds me of the Zoras in Zelda Link to the Past for a Super Nintendo reference. And then also, I guess Kremlings are also Super Nintendo reference. But also, like I think they're like ogres or no, Hinoxes. There's a thing in Link to the Past where it's like they chuck bombs at you. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It might be a Hinox. Right, the boss now? Ooh, Hydra. Oh wait, oh my gosh, which one do I attack? It's Squid Billy. It's probably where we die, but we're gonna try our best. I'm just afraid because I could probably fall off that. I haven't done it yet, but I feel like I could fall off of that. Do I have to hit their heads? Oh my gosh. I keep dodging. It doesn't seem like... Okay, it does seem like I can hit them. Because their eyes are all derpy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's shooting water and fireballs from the dragon heads. So you can aim diagonal. It's actually pretty cool because when you're aiming, you get stuck in that direction. Like you don't do it until you move. It's not like it resets or aims. It's more like you're just set in that direction that you point to. And with the Super Nintendo D-pad, it works perfect. It might work a little better if I used my arcade stick. But for now, we're going to give this game up. It was a lot of fun. It's probably better on 2-player co-op. I can almost assume that. It's pretty generous with the continues. Looks like you have unlimited continues because we've got a few here. But you do have to start the entire stage from the beginning. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go here, which is end, I'm assuming, back to the title screen. Alright, we're going down the shrine, and that is it for Kiki Kaikai on the Super Famicom today on Hybrid Games this Famicom Friday. We checked out Kiki Kaikai, aka Pocky and Rocky on the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo on the actual cart. What you're seeing right now is a demo mode of what 2-player co-op would look like, and it looks like completely awesome. Yeah, just if you're interested in this game, get it on Switch. I got it on Switch for like 12 bucks or something. And that was on Amazon, and yeah, it's really cool, really good. I like this one a lot. This was a lot more fun than I expected too. I actually like this Super Famicom version more than the Switch version because I remember getting the Switch version and it was super hard and it made me not want to play it. But this one, like, it's more generous than I expected, so that's cool. All right, everybody, that's it for today's Famicom Friday right here on Happy Bird Games. Please be sure to leave this video a like. Share it with your friends, leave me a comment, and subscribe today for more classic gaming goodness and more Famicom Fridays each week on a Friday on Hybrid Games. Alright everybody, thanks for watching.